How are you getting on there, lads? Just had to stop. I was hoping for a rolling start where we'd be on the bicycle, but a bit of a shower hit, and that the dog after us as well put a bit of a blockage on the track. But we should avoid the spitting very, very quickly. And I was hoping to get a look at some animals, some cows, sheep, but this time up close and personal. We won't get too close. We won't encroach. We won't break any rules or, go on any private land or anything like that. But we might be able to zoom in on their faces and just get to measure them. Get to measure them. And while I'm here, I've got you there, Frank O'Berry, saying the helmet and Cool Chan combo is a winner. That's great to hear, but the problem is it's not a fully fledged Cool Chan. This is just a generic red cap-in, which I have for the cycling. The problem with the Cool Chan there, the last day I seen, there was a bit of wear and tear that might have happened when we were inside that little cave, tree cave, and I'm sad to say it's become a little bit damaged on top, so the days of the original Cool Chan might be over. I need to find a brand new Chan. Now I know that there's people out there in China who might be able to move. We know that there's people out there that have a Chan of their own. And, but I've seen them. There was a fellow who went up to Connor there in Dublin one of the days with a Chan of his own, but you could tell it was a copy. It wasn't like fully fledged Chan. So even though I'm going to have to get a replacement because I want to put that one in a safekeeping box, the original, I need a replacement, but it needs to be decent tack. It needs to be good spec. I'm going to have to maybe do I'll take some photographs of the original Chan, and then maybe you can see for yourselves. Maybe someone might know there where to get a good quality Chanage. They're snapbacks. It's Velcro. It's not a snap, it's a Velcro. Let me just see if we're still on here. Can you get them made up? Yeah, I know you can, because people have them there, Kevin. People have them, and they have them made up, and they've got them on from the internet if you Google them, but they're not the same. It's not the same. Matty C, thank you very much for the tip, and Conrad and Tupo, thank you very much. Very kind of you there, lads. Just to move out the way of this vehicle. Oh yeah, how are you getting on? And yeah, so I'm a bit concerned about the health of the Chan, if I'm being completely honest with you. Nothing beats the original, but it has mud all over it, and I was thinking I don't want to throw that into the washing machine because that'll play havoc with it. It might fucking deteriorate even more, so I might have to hand wash it in the sink. And then when I was trying to just lightly dust off some of the encrusted mud, it revealed a little bit of a snag right at the top, the ball on top of the cap-in. You know what I'm talking about there, the ball on top of the cap. That's that, anyways. How are you? It's a nice day anyway, apart from that brief bit of shower. We'll truck on and we'll see if we can see any cow or sheep, and as I say, if it goes out it'll come back, and if it starts to rain we'll have to find cover. We'll have to find cover. Christian Irwin, thank you very much for the tip, and notion. Very kind of you. Look at this here. It's a lovely little notion. Beautiful situation. It wasn't a roadside find. Top of the chan. It wasn't a roadside find. Someone asking me there, maybe this was the roadside, the original chan, or the original chan was got in a shop, in a charity shop in, I can't remember, was it Swinford or Castlebar? See how long we can go here before the wheels come off and the data vampires get us. We're hitting a bit of a rough patch in about 2 minutes, so we could go fucking off course, but don't worry, we will be back. Still says connected right now anyway. As I said, it was a lovely day for it anyway. It was nice to get out. And there was no showers promised, not for this afternoon. And then it says possible situation of rainage over the next few days with a bit of respite on Thursday. So it's good to get out now today while we can, before it goes tits up. We're holding steady. Steady Eddie. Any sight in a cow and we'll stop and try and get a good look at it. Any wildlife at all. We've got an APB, an all points bulletin out on any particular wildlife whatsoever. I'm single gear as well. Some of the hillocks can be a bit of a tough one. I need to maybe see if I can get the loan of Fontaine's bicycle. He said he's actually looking to have it customised. He wants to get some decals for the side of it. He was asking me what's the story. I said I don't know where. You might be better off going on the internet for that. He wants to get some NYPD regalia and stuff for it. Get rid of the logo. Maybe it's a white bike, but he wants to get some blue bits and pieces, but he's not particularly too sure what you'd stick onto it, and he's not really he doesn't want to paint it. He doesn't want to spray it. That might be the best way if you really want to go full customization on it. Maybe that'd be a stream in and of itself. He'd be able to bring it into Tommy's garage and we can customize his bike for him. Don't want Tommy getting nabbed for impersonating an officer. I don't think if you're in Europe and you've got NYPD on your bike, is that going to... You can't surely get done for that, can you? I'd understand it if it was Garda Síochána or anything like Irish Defence Forces or any of that sort of stuff. But NYPD, surely you can't get fucking stopped over here. What are the NYPD going to get on the plane and come over here? I'm not sure about that. You'll be fine as long as you're not in New York. So far, no cow. Just need to move over here. Let this car go by. It's a very tight space we're operating in here. Let this lad go. Oh yeah. We're still rolling. We sure are. My Chan hat has green on it, says Christian Irwin. No, we don't want that. That's not what we're after at all. Green would be the wrong colour. I mean, if you've got a red and green, then yeah, you've got a nice little Mayo hat for yourself, but it's not Chan. It's the red and the black. There's no going back. Kayleigh, thank you very much for the tip. Very kind of you. Where are we cycling today, Tommy? We're not, we don't have any fixed particular location. We're on the look for beasts, animals, and we're hoping to get a decent look at them. It's all pre-cow at the moment. We haven't encountered any cow. Encounter. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nothing beats the OG red and black capping. But the good thing about this is that the capping will sit underneath the black safety of the helmet. The safety helmet. Fucking hell. It's tough when you hit a little bit of an incline and with this gear, this bike. She's lovely though. Looks like you've an armoured Chan. And that's what it is. It could be like for special military Chan apps. When you know things are about to take a turn for the worse, slip on the armoured Chan. Tell you what, if it just had like a Chan logo on the front, that would do. That would be fantastic. Fully customised and Chan pilled. Ready for the off. Tactical Chan gear. NATO issue Chanage. Dynamics. Nice air today. Nice weather. Nice and mild. And if we can get a couple of lovely beasts. Oh fuck! There's a butterfly in distress. You might have to set him right. Show you I'll put the brogue next to it for scale. Can I reach? Can I get you? Oh, fuck. I don't know if you're meant to take them by the wing. Come on. We can get you onto the leaf. Come on. We'll shoo you over here. Now. It's gone again. Come on. you there on the nettle. That's a lovely nettle there for you. Lovely nettle there for him. That'll do him. There's a cow coming now to get off the road here. Oh, 140.96 to save your mission. Side quest completed. +1 XP, says with K. Tommy Bug. I think once he's on that leaf, or she, we don't know. SB, thank you very much for the tip there. Very, very kind of you. 5th of November, Stoneham, you say. We'll keep going anyways. We need to find a real beast. That's the tip of the iceberg now. That should be considered an insect. That's an insect. Beastmaster with real fur attachments. Look at the colour of this berry bush here. Lovely colour. Some nice stuff, isn't it? I wonder, can I know those blackberries and red berries are edible. Obviously you'd want to wash them out or soak them in something that'd kill off any germs or piss. But these little red yolks here, I'm not particularly too sure whether or not you could eat them. There might be somebody who could tell me there. Hawthorn tree. It's a hawthorn. And are these, can you eat those berries, the red ones, can you? Only one way to find out. I'd rather not do it, not until I know it's safe. Berries for birds only. You can eat it, you can eat anything once. Whether or not you live to tell the tale to eat it again, that's the other question. Somewhere else to put this banana other than inside the water bag. Maybe I've got a pocket. I might eat the fucking thing now. Sorry there for the language. Hawthorn berries are edible, but they are very tart when raw, says John Chess. They become sweeter when cooked. The berries can be used in jams, jellies, wine, sauces and syrups, apparently. I wonder if I can get this. There's a yolk on here that does it does the speech, so you don't have to look at the fucking screen and it'll tell you what's being said. Let me see if it works.
I'd say that is rife for abuse.
It's rife for abuse. What?
All these things become nicer with sugar. Who'd have thunk it? Jam making Tommy stream. Is it going to read out what we say? Googs. Mate of mine was eating some random flowers. I was like, what are ye at, woman?
I
wish I had such faith in nature, lol. It sucked up all the bandwidth. Mayo is known as the hub of banana production in Ireland. Dedicated factories. LOL. Story Tom. Tommy has a smelly bum. Pass it on.
Okay, we'll turn that off.
Yeah, you would want to be careful there, Tommy.
Okay.
LOL.
We'll turn it off. I wonder, can you filter it so that only reliable me have a look here. Fuck it, we'll do it later. We'll figure that out. How would you be able to filter that? I could use that as... Usually, that wouldn't fucking do me. Spanner the GPT. AI Tom, maybe. Or Antonio Prola. Just test it here and see if there's a filter. I need someone that's 2 words. Who is... We're moving in and out, so we'll leave it. We'll lose that. We'll leave it, and we'll carry on. We'll figure that out, configure it in a bit there, because it started reading everyone's message, and it's probably only best to maybe try and configure so that it will only read certain people. I mean, it would be a handy way of actually being able to go about the business and then hear what's going on, just in case. All I'd want really is for that to happen when, for that voice to be triggered whenever the stream is like banjaxed. If the stream is banjaxed and I don't know, then it could be a few minutes till I realise, if I haven't time to look at the phone, like, you know, to see if the stream is still going. So then it's probably good in that situation. Let me see here. I think I can turn the chat off now. It's turned off because I can't see anybody chat at all. Categorically. But I enjoyed the voice. It sounded like a kind of Indian Stephen Hawking. Filter off, turn that off. Boom. Bam. Boom. Got a car coming here. We still haven't encountered any animals. Just an insect. It's been unfortunate, considering I was setting out the stall as a real animalistic frenzy. Oh, here we go. Here we go, I can smell the shite. And then there's a big gang of lads in a field. And it's looking nice. It's looking nice. Hopefully we'll get a good shot here of these lads. Thank you very much, there, Traitor, Tommy, and Sally. Very, very kind of you, lads. I hope you're getting on. Sorry about that, the microphone was gone, was dead. A couple of nice jobs there. A lot of wind, I'm afraid. So we might move on. But a lovely feast of cow action. Big gang of red cows, brown cows. solemn. The solemnity of the bovine. Pure and utter bovinity. Divine. Little fella there. How's ours? He's got a lovely little tuft of hair on his head there. It's a nice little haircut he has. Sorry for the shakiness of this. There is a big distance, you see. Very nice stuff. Massive eyes. You'd think they must have great eyesight, the size of the eyeballs on them. Few of them are getting up now. This fella has been... He's been eyeballing us for some time, the fellow with the haircut. He's got one of those mullets, you know, that the footballers, the young fellas have. We can't see the back of the mullet, but we can see the cauliflower at the front. Beautiful stuff. How was that, lads? Was it okay? Was the audio okay? Or when I first turned it on, I didn't have the microphone on, so I had to switch to then. And then when that was on, I have no knowledge of how windy it is or whatnot. It's back now. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of when I switch to go up close and personal with cow, there will always be a little bit of it'll drop out and then drop back in, so. But thanks for letting me know anyway. Nice to see them lying all down like that, just chilling out together. They look like they've had a nice afternoon of it already, and there's probably going to be more food and feedage coming up soon enough. And I see some interesting I'm not sure what that is, but it's an interesting colour on it. Would that be bog cotton? Rose Bay willow herb. Interesting colour on it anyway. It isn't bog cotton, says Niall. It's nice though. It's a nice contrast with the deep green behind it in the background. These bucks. We move on. Pieces of that cotton, or the whatever it is. Someone said it's not cotton that was on that plant, but it's floating away off the plant. The wind is carrying it over here. Purple moor grass, somebody's saying there. Nice stuff here. Cotton Schwab. Cotton Eye Joe.
Years ago, I was Chinese.
Are we in 120p? Someone was saying we're in 120p. That's not great. We need to rectify that. Could you steal Fontaine's bicycle? Or did you steal it? No, this is my own now. I said earlier on I might try and Have to customize that for him. Is the quality okay though on the stream? I know it's 720, but that's always going to say 720. But the signal from what I'm sending to you will deteriorate at times. I just hope it isn't a full-on deterioration job just yet, anyways. Getting bumpy down here. Quality all good. Good stuff. It's gonna go in and out. I can't do anything about it. It's when you're out in the fields, you're getting away from the roads, and obviously that data is not going to be as plentiful out here, but we'll see. It seems to be holding up a little bit better than fucking your man out in Japan though. But then again, I always say that, and then it just drops out, you know. Famous last words. Speaking too soon. That kind of crack. Don't ask us to identify plants. They are bitty. As in they're you can't really see the plant because the quality of the picture, is it? Fuck, we've got a hill coming up. We did it. We did it. But at what cost? At what cost? Quality like a VHS from the 90s on the plants. Okay, we'll try and boost it for the next time. This is what it's all about. Experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't. The plants now might have been a bit too fine a detail. But what about the face on the bovine? Could you make it out? Could you make out the haircut on that cow that had the... he'd been to the hairdressers earlier on. Or she had. Forget that when I ask a question I'm not going to see the answer for at least 20 seconds, so I need to ask the question, move on, and then look. Bovine was perfect, great stuff. Fantastic cow, great stuff. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. We'll sort it out, and we'll get better plant cam soon enough. But as you know, plants are lovely and everything, the flowers are nice, but you can't beat the animals, and if you do, then you're going to prison, because it's not good to do that. Easy rider. Look at this. Some absolutely insane round bale action here. It smells great. That smells fantastic. Beautiful baleage. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it with a stick. Push bale! Push bale! What the hell is that? Seems to be some sort of flower yolk on it. Around the side. Look at that! Some limpet. Like a fucking barnacle. What's that, lads? Like a barnacle on the bale. What's that? Is that a shroom? Farmer's fungus. Let's see if we can get it. Might be a bale fungus. Is this streaming? Bear with me, I'll see if we're streaming. Never seen it before. It looks like a wasp's fucking nest or something. Incredible detail on it. You'd wonder how that's growing on the side of the wrap. There must have been some nutrients that it's getting from that bale, or maybe there was a hole at the side of the bale and then that's getting nutrients from the ensiled grass. Interesting stuff anyway. That's somebody there saying that it could be Asian hornets, but That's somebody there saying that it could be Asian hornets, but I think they haven't made landfall up this far. I think they were spotted in Cork, and we haven't seen any of their ilk up here, you know. Could be fungus of the dung variety. Dungus. Who played for Brazil, he was a great footballer. Dungus. I think a defensive midfielder, I think. A great operator. Great operator. Great footballing brain he had. Double bungus. There's a manager too, probably a politician. A lot of those lads become politicians in Brazil because they're absolute heroes afterwards. I think Romario is he might have been mayor of Rio de Janeiro at some stage, or wherever he was from, Sao Paulo or whatever. It's getting windy now. when you get out into the bogscape, it gets fairly windy. Bog world. Fungus do Brasil, South Paula. There's a little flying on the inside of the cap here. I don't know what his business is or what his end game is. He's just hitching a ride. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. It can't be easy. It can't be easy. Fungus McBungus. Here is. He's taken shelter from the wind. That's a lovely little pile there for the winter. Lovely little turf stack. You don't get too many of those to the pound. Time now to take a brief water break here. Thank you very much. There's Shroomage for the tip. Louis B, thank you very much. And Horses Under Starlight and the Massonator. Very, very kind of you, lads. And fair pleasure. Wouldn't now be a good time to save your mission? It would, yeah, but I forgot what the codec frequency is, I'm afraid. You're just going to have to save it yourselves. Look at that, though. That's perfect. That is absolute perfection. And it's still getting a nice bit of drying. But the next few days will offer a bit of soakage, so I'm not sure when the best time to collect that would be. I think the best time would have been to collect it a few weeks back. It'll be on the pig's back once that's loaded up into the trailer and it's at home under a tarpaulin or in a shed. Any sort of coverage whatsoever. The serenity of pure and utter bogscape can't be matched. Is that knock Maeve behind you? I don't know, Niall. Couldn't fucking tell you. Couldn't tell you. I'll find out later when I get back. I do a bit of geo-guessing on my own terms. You can while away whatever about past times of. They've got all this new media and there's all these TV shows and series, and you can binge, and there's all this interactive stuff, video games and social media and all that. It's the maps and Street View and the Earth, the global satellites. Still amazes me. That's one game I could play all day because they keep updating it as well, so it's like you've got this lovely time lapse or time scale of how a place was, since 2008 at least, when they started doing it. And very interesting stuff. You could while away past time a few hours just looking around and giving yourself a bit of a recce, a reconnaissance before heading out. into a new place. I think that's a great invention. You don't hear too many people singing songs about how good that is. Maybe you do, maybe you need to hang out in the right circles, but that's a fantastic revolution. The revolution of GPS combined with map, live map. Absolute magic. It's magical. Some more sods there. Sod's Law. All for free as well. Says the peak, but it is free, but there's definitely the boys profiteering off it, like, you know, combination of business interest and advertising and all that sort of stuff. You know yourself, I don't have to explain it to you. I'm not the oracle. That's some lovely bog pool there. Thank you very much, sir. Captain Sack, for the tip. No looking back. I wonder would you ever get any creatures swimming in that? You'd ever do a bit of bog snorkeling? Tell you, once the real showers and rain hits now for the next month, this is going to be a dangerous place to be walking around at times. You know, you might fucking get stuck. Not here anyways, you'd be safe around this little road, but say if you decided to go for a walk across that way, if it was faster to get to your house that way, and you decided you're going to go in between plots, that could be a fucking nightmare. And it nearly happened to me once. I went right up to the knee and managed to get out of one, but I was alone. Nobody knew where I was. I could have been disappeared. Could have become one of those bog men that you hear about in the Seamus Heaney or the Patrick Kavanagh poem, or the Tolland man. No one would have found me. Maybe perhaps in future times they would have found me, and it would have preserved everything, helmet and thing and bike, and so it's not a bad way. I mean, it's not a bad legacy, is it? At least you have a legacy then, and by that time, of course, they'll be able to trace you back to your around the same time, and then there'll be some boffins and Poindexters who'll be able to locate you based on everybody. You know, we're all recording everything that's happening now, so they would have been able to link it. Interesting to think about it. Beautiful, beautiful turf. I think this stuff should really have been collected because it's dry as a bone at the moment. You can see that. Yeah. It feels good. There's great texture on it. Maybe a little bit of moisture, but that would dry out in a shed. You'd want to get it underneath the cover sooner rather than later. Fucking hell. The Bogman of Alcatraz. I hope I have enough air in the tyres here, because this off-road bit has taken a bit of toll on the wheel. There's no off-road tyre on this job, it's just road, just a thin yoke. What the fuck is that? We've got more turf and then another big fungus. A giant fungus. Holy shit. It's not fungus, but it's cotton. It's like cotton. That's actually an old fucking duvet. That's disgusting. I thought it was some sort of cotton, some natural cotton. It's not, it's a fucking old duvet. I touched it. Who knows what's been on that. We'll need to disinfect the hand. There's turf underneath it. Somebody threw an old fucking duvet over the turf. I thought it was giant fungus from Mars. Turns out it wasn't. Hopefully no one pissed on it or anything like that. Hopefully it wasn't. But what kind of fucking cunt throws a fucking duvet into the bog like that? Lazy stuff going on, lads. And there's no one gonna tell them to stop out here, you know. It's fungular insanity. Jamiroquai. Unchecked bog duvet, $5.99. Now I like that. I like that stuff. Whatever that purple is. Let's give us a look at that there. Heather, I think. I forgot though that it goes all pixelated. I won't do it on the fly, although I won't do it on the fly, although I could try and up the bitrate on it now, actually, while we're here. I wouldn't mind actually trying out that voice thing again one more time, lads. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get to 1080p at one stage. I want a smooth and stable experience, and I'm willing to sacrifice picture quality in order to achieve that, because the worst thing is the cutouts, the dropouts, and the bad audio. Can't deal with it. I don't mind so much about the picture, but obviously if you're gonna do nature stuff like this and you've lots of moving elements in grass is one of the hardest things to be able to what would you say, not to film, because you can film grass anytime, but to be able to digitize that and then send that out into data packets. It's too much for the video encoder to deal with. That's what I've been told. Now the nephew is good enough with video codecs, and he understands, and he was telling me stuff about H.264 and H.265 and all these things. I have no idea what it means. Now, let me just see here. Who can we just try and filter, put the I want to be able to see the chat, but I want to be able to hear the stuff that's being said as well, but not from everyone, because people start saying crazy stuff. Let me see Darren Mac, maybe. Inside the data. I need someone who just has one name. Not two names, because I think that I can't format it there. I don't know how to format this. Chew there for a moment, lads. Chew there for a moment. Right, text to speech, filters, add. Maybe that I just tried there with I don't know if you're still watching there, Quib, but because your name is just 4 letters, I just put that in. It might work for you if you just write anything there, see whether or not it says it. That would be handy for me. I'd try Sean, but I think there's father in that. I'm not sure whether or not this will work for it. Could try. Creamy Screamus. Okay, you wrote that. It's not coming up. I'll try again there. One moment.
Handy test. Gonna miss the boglim. Hope it's working for ya.
It's
Add me if ya want.
It's using everybody.
All hail Quib.
All hail Quib, it says.
Testing. Shout Quib. 123. Bogman 3000. Yupa. Quib is our elected representative. Haha, that's mad.
Chat.
Fish and the chip. The chip and the fish.
So it's reading anybody at the moment. It's reading anybody. We need to turn that off. And now it's stopped. I'm not sure what the situation is there.
Haha. Crazy bit of business. Talk talk.
I don't know how.
A bit text to speech here.
Are you doing a bit of text to speech here?
32.
Fat 32.
Testes.
Testes. Fibonacci sequence. It's not. It's reading anybody at the moment.
100 times. Quibby, quiboo. Quib is our leader.
This is getting annoying now.
Haha. Robo-bloke. Overload.
Overload.
Great. Fantastic. Ha ha ha. Very good, sir. Crazy biz.
Text to speech.
Vote for Quib. Anybody reading?
We changed the voice here.
1 pound fish.
We need to change
Crazy
that.
This is your chat speaking.
Okay,
Miss
that's...
Humphrey.
We'll go to Mora.
I've shat myself silly.
Okay, we'll turn that off.
How much
It's not.
is a half
It's actually not
powerful
working there.
package
I need
ready
to
go?
talk over it so that
This
it
is
doesn't
class.
fucking turn off. It doesn't say anything bad, you know. How the fuck will I get this to work? Wouldn't mind if it came on intermittently then, but you never know, somebody could say something very bad. I actually think it's ghost, lads, because the messages are coming so fast, thick and fast, that it's not reading them out. And I had to change the voice then because people were doing it. They were doing messages, and yeah, and then, but I liked that voice. You see, I went through the voices earlier on, and it was the most clear voice I could find was Rishi, but I've had to switch to Mora. I don't mind Mora, but it sometimes what she's saying, even though it's meant to be in an Irish accent, it's sometimes harder to hear. See, it actually sounds easier for me to be able to interpret Rishi than Mora. No offense to Mora. Thank you very much for the tip there, Jerry C. Have you all the turf home, Tom? I do, yeah. I have my turf got. It's fine. I don't go. My days of being down the bog are long gone, and I just buy my turf in now from Jerry, who actually has a few plots out here as well. I said to him before I might go for a look out there later on. He said today be the best day for it because it's going to piss down tomorrow anyway. Thank you very much, Jerry. Coincidentally, you're called Jerry as well. Skipper, thank you very much for the tip. You say mind the bog holes, I will. And Cardinal O'Flanagan, cheers for the crack time. Sorry it's been a while. Had to get a new vehicle and been busy with work. Don't worry, I wasn't going to hold it against you or anything like that. And Jenny, thank you very much. And I think that the voice mode deactivates if there's too many people talking, so I need to work out how it is to just single someone out. I tried to do it there with Quib, but it wouldn't work. And then everybody just started saying all hail Quib. I have to do a test stream. How would you do that though? We'll get moving and try and see some stuffs. Did you ever get that generator from Jim? I did. It's still sitting in the fucking shed. I barely used it. Hardly ever used it. Hardly used it. It wasn't Jim I got it. I think it was from Wainwright. He's long gone, that fella. He's back to Nottinghamshire. But he has family over here, you see, and he comes out during the summer and he does the turf and helps out the field there as well, but he's in Nottingham for most of the year. He's a lovely fella. You see here.
Nintendo Game Boy.
Quit sounds like a yard game for boomers.
It's still on. It's still on. People are levelling accusations of...
Don't run out of water, sucking it down at a rate.
I won't. I'll keep it lit.
Quit for quit.
I'll keep it lit. I'll keep a little bit there for later as well.
Flaps.
Come on, lads.
Haha.
We need to tone it
Quid pro
down.
quo.
Tone it down with that
Hello there.
flap chat.
Haha. Haha. And the chip and the fish. Fish and the chip. And the chip and the fish.
Yeah. We get it. We get it.
Snoop Boggy Bog.
The thing is, Snoop Boggy Bog, we need to... I'm going to work out how to isolate this, and then the only thing that I'll be hearing... pure and utter good information from reliable sources. But right now we're getting lots of puns and people saying some bad stuff as well.
Oh, Jesus mercy.
Oh, Jesus mercy.
John knows how to booty. Mercedes. Ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. Sorry, quit. Please. Anyhow, Ash. Meow. Come on, guys.
Look at that.
Aye.
It's a fucking lovely bit of baggage.
Theresa Mannion bot.
Oh, come on.
Balls deep in turf.
Oh, come on now. We need to knock that off. We're going to turn that off now.
Tonight at
Oh, yeah. Come on. As soon as people start naming names and then saying stuff about being deep in turf like that, it's not right. It's turned off now anyway, so you've missed out. Look at that. That's fantastic. That is absolutely pinnacle. That's the pinnacle of where we are as humans at the moment, and going forward as well into the unknown. Let me see if I can unplug us there and go for a close-up, a Tommy close-up.
Today,
Sure,
the
with our
last day
bikers.
for Tom's hot dogs. Get 'em while you can.
Oh, where to leave the fucking thing?
Today's the last day for Tom's hot dog.
Bog for days. Lovely soft. You can see how soft that peat is. Residual peat. Residual peat. Where's all the bog people? I don't know. The bog man goneth. Bog man of Alcatraz. Snoop Boggy Bog, as somebody said there earlier on. Joni the American Dog, thank you very much for the tip there. Very, very kind of you. Bernard Splendid, very kind of you as well. I hope you're doing well, as well as Varney Teabag. Good morning from California. Maybe it's been said, but you look a lot like a country gent with your riding helmet. Touring your lands on a fine steed. Great to see you. Lovely bit of AI. Say hi to Wendy and Joni. I will. I hope you're getting on well there, Wendy and Joni. Look at that. soon enough, that'll be deep enough to go bog snorkeling. And you want to get into doing that before November, because it just becomes too cold and it's not a nice experience. But lads still do it. Still doing it into December. Today is the last day for Tom's hot bogs. Get 'em while you can. Thank you very much for the tip there. I don't know if you can see that algae underneath our bog mass. Submerged bog mass. That's sweet. Good enough to eat, though I wouldn't try it. Would you not remove the plastic bag? You'd have to get involved. And then where would I put it? There's no binnage here. I haven't brought a bag of my own. What the fuck is this, look? I thought that was a spine or something, but it's not. It's just a bit of bogwood. Yeah, I've got nothing. I've nothing to put that bag in. I don't want to go down there either because I haven't my bog shoes. I need to get a good pair of Wellington boots, rubber boots, and then head down to that bog ditch and grab. Maybe that could be the next time I head out and go for broke, try and clean up the situation down here. Maybe to get a little bit closer down here. Thank you very much, Kevin Beijing, for the tip there. Very kind of you. I wonder, are you really in Beijing? Looking forward to a future bog snorkeling stream. How I haven't thought how that would be possible in the future, unless you had some sort of waterproof situation, and none of the gear is. Maybe splash-proof and rain-proof, but not submergible. You'd have to maybe hire someone to film you bog snorkeling, then. Do you know? Pure bog. If you've just tuned in, this is absolute boggage. You can hear the bumblebee there. I'm not sure there's there might be there's music playing, so you won't be able to really hear the sound of the bumblebee. Shall I turn the music off, or will I keep that on? It was there as a placeholder just in case there was any downtime of the stream. At least there was still some nice music being played.
So we've always got to keep your eyes.
Sideshow Bog. Auxiliary Phoenix. Thank you very much. We need to see Tommy on the straighters. Thank you very much. And Dismissive Exhale. Thank you very much as well. Music off, please. Couldn't hear the bee. People are saying they like it, though. It's mixed emotions. Give us the lovely sound. Okay, we'll go pure bog on it. We'll go pure bog. We'll turn that fucking sound off. Should be okay. Get you a bit of bog stream ASMR coming here. Can't get any closer than that, lads. I fall in. But I hope you can hear a little bit of streamage. It smells great, Scott. It smells fantastic. It smells fresh. Smells like wet soil. Bogworld. Testing out the ditch.
Thank you.
Can you hear that? It sounds beautiful. It sounds very, very relaxing. You need to have good stability. Dangerous. You're listening to the sound of nature's toilet refilling itself. Nature's cistern. Removing all this shite and scutter and coming back strong with some clean stuff. And yes, these are regulation bog slip-ons. Look at the form and positioning and extension. The extension. And that ankle as well. The foot is back in action. Jacob LDN. You might have seen me out of the summer. It was meant to be the summer of Thomas. But I had to rest that foot. I had to plant those seeds. I had to fucking paint that wall. I had to plant that salad. And then the salads were ready to go come July. But the foot wasn't ready. But now it's back in action. I'm able to traverse bog, land, maybe even sea. I haven't tried it yet. But I don't think anybody can walk on water unless you're Jesus. That's the rules. I'm not sure. Thank you very much there, Joni the American Dog and Anonymous. Hopefully we can hear some more relaxing sounds of the bog, volume 2 over here. It smells like bog spirit, but it's not happening. Unfortunately, no decent sound after that. You all know that Jesus loved a good bog out there in Palestine or wherever it was he was living. He loved a good bog, but the bog went away then. It was replaced with sand. Out in Galilee or Nazareth or wherever the fuck it was that he was, I'm not sure. One of those places anyway. One of those places. Jerusalem, 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 Jerusalem. Look at this stuff here. This be the heather we were hearing all about there. Absolutely lovely stuff. Need to just go at it from a different angle when we get the light on it. We lay down and get a little bit of that background of the heather. Beautiful heather. I'm not sure it's reading on camera because we got the sky at the back. It'll be blowing the face out. But it's a lovely, lovely slice of heather pie. The bog of Galilee. Cannot beat it. Joni the American dog, I'd love to be running around there with you, Tommy, snuffling among those heather blossoms and digging into that soft, moist peat. This is some treat. Absolutely fantastic. Boggle away, boys. Thank you very much. Be easier. It's a shame I can't put the fucking voice on because people play fuck with it. Do you know?
You can combine the herbs to increase the effect.
Of what? Oh,
That's
like
a heavenly bog.
oh, heaven.
Heather is easy to take cuttings from as well.
Is that the truth? Is that the truth? So if you took a cutting of heather, what then would you be able to do with it? I mean, you couldn't plant that. Could you plant this in a little pot back at the house and then have it as some kind of house plant? Or what? Any horticulturists out there be able to answer me that? I'm not sure.
Red herb plus green herb.
Red herb plus
Grow
green.
more.
I get you.
Make beer.
Make beer out the heather.
Put it in water and you get a second plant.
A second plant.
Once it grows roots. Rooting powder.
I'll have a little look at that then. I might take a little fucking snipping of it and then see if we can grow a little bog plant back at the house. Infinite bog glitch. Yours died on you. Scumbelina, did you do the exact same thing, was it? By taking bog heather and then trying to raise it as your own? Foster heather.
Need to do a turf cutting.
It's too late for
That
that.
sounds grand.
It
Goggle it.
that would be too. It's too
No,
late for
it'll
that.
suck.
There's no way of being able to cut turf now
Grow it
because it's actually
outside.
getting too damp as well. You know.
It'll grow a Heather Humphreys.
Okay. Well, look at what we'll do is we'll try and we'll come back again with it, and we'll try and make sure that we can grow our own one. But we don't really know whether or not we've got the tools of the trade. It's a crazy bit of business, and we'll see what we can do with it. Replicate the boggy conditions in the gaff. I'm not sure if it's possible, you know. And this stuff here, it's iconic. We know all about it. We've seen it many a time. Bit of pinprickery afoot at play. Not sure what it is. If anyone knows, could enlighten me as to what this one is called. Would it simply be known as briar? I'm not too sure. It's a nice bit of scenery anyways.
Thank you.
See the cobweb is there as well. Is this gorse? This is gorse without all the lovely yellow bloomage. That's the dead yellow of the gorse, and now it's gone full full pinprick. Unbelievable. It's amazing how you sometimes you can't recognise what it is you do know. But once that blossom of the gorse that you got in April, May, June is gone, the yellow is declined, you're left with pure pinprickery of the highest order. And you can already see it's beginning to die from the stem outwards. This stuff on the end of the stems, fuck, I must have sat on some there, it's punctured the arse. But the stuff on the end of the stem has still got greenery on it. So it dies from the root. It dies from the root. And you've still got that on the end. I suppose it makes sense because there's still water travelling out to the extremities. But there's nothing at the base level then. Fucking ring stinger back there. Inner space. And one of them has fallen down into the sock as well. That's a tough one now. What about this? Just one last look at this. What are we dealing with there? Is that heather as well? It's out of nowhere. Have you heard that bog wasp? Bog wasp cometh. Monkey heather, thank you very much. Yippee-ki-yay, monkey heather. If you foster the heather, what about me, your poor little capuchin orphan monkey, who will look after me while you have that lovely purple upstart taking? Well, don't worry about it, we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to... I would like to take some. I'll find a bit and bring it back. I've no bag or satchel or sack for it. That's the thing. You want to get a nice little... I'll come back with a bag because I want to take a little bit of root and soil. Do you know, I don't want to just take a cutting. Someone said take a cutting from it. I don't know how. Don't take a cutting. I'd rather come back with a bag and take a little bit of the root out of it as well. I might be wrong. That's the only I won't throwing heather into the helmet might be a bit fucking dangerous. Someone's left a pellet there.
Sock of soil. There's plenty going.
There's lots of it going.
Take about 6 inches. Then fray the edges and put it in soil, but they don't always work. More likely to grow, but I think it might be illegal to uproot native plants.
Is that true?
Helmet heather.
I won't bother with it because if it is illegal, I don't want to get caught doing that, you know. We actually don't really know whether or not we'll come away with our life. Obviously, we don't want to end up in the court having uprooted a bit of natural heather. You know, you're upsetting the ecosystem. Let's go and find some cows anyway. I might want to increase the bitrate on that camera. Sorry, lads. A bit of a problem there. For some reason, the stream died. I had to resuscitate it. It's pain in the arse. I need to come up with a better loading screen for when we go off, because the Dublin fella has a nice little situation where it's got lots of clips, but I don't know how to do any of that editing, you see, so I'd have to ask the nephew to pull the finger out and get something made, but that could be like waiting on Christmas, you know. It's all that you're left with really is the same screen it's been for years. We're back out, we're back on the road now. We're looking for cow. And I try and do a test off of the stream to try and get that bloody chat thing working. It works, but there's too many messages coming thick and fast, you know. And then people will have to, in order to get to that level where you're eligible for the text to chat function, you'll have to rank up to that level, and I don't know what the criteria are. I just know that there's definitely people who've never put a foot wrong or said anything dodgy. There's a trustworthy element out there in that situation. I'm not saying that people are not to be trusted, but you just don't know what's going to be said. You know, it could be something libel, and then you get done for that, because the onus would be on me then to refute or say if somebody, you know, wasn't a such and such, or somebody hadn't done this and that. Then I don't want to be spending the stream, whatever stream it is, having to fucking dig myself out of a libelous hole. Even though it's not me, I could blame it on the robot. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the turf pile. Blame it on the robots. Don't blame it on the schlander. Don't blame it on the libel. Don't blame it on the turf stack. Blame it on the AI. Fucking hell, we're fucking tough here. This is tough stuff. If we can have 5 minutes of filth, we'll get bored. Then I sincerely doubt that. Because what about people who haven't even been here? They're just joining, and then they'll want to say filth. But the unfortunate thing is there's some genuinely funny puns and wordplay going on, and it's nice to have the back and forth, you know. Maybe there's a way to... Nah, fuck it doesn't work anymore. You're having to enlist human intervention to say whether or not something is flaggable or not, and I can't have that. That's the only way you'll be able to decently do it is just to mark people, put people into a filter as trustable. And I don't want to go down an AI route. It's not any help. Some people were even saying, then I saw it in the chat when the fucking robot voice was on, people were going, this is AI. It's not AI. That's and voice, text, fucking speech stuff for years. But I hear what you're saying. Maybe there's an AI moderator, but I would prefer to not rely upon any other stuff other than myself. Do you know? Some people just haven't. They haven't been around that long. They think that stuff that is technological now is just because they've heard AI, they say that all the fucking last 2 years. Anything that is impressive to them is like they go, oh, it's AI, is it? Fucking AI, man. That AI was class that was doing that. That was, and but you know, you can't blame them because they still have to learn. You know, They're not. They're not fucking done and dusted like me. I'm for the scrap heap. But I can tell you a thing or two about a thing or two. So I was saying there, it's not 1080p, it's not fucking 4K. What it is stable and streamy, and it doesn't drop out. That's what we're after. That's what we're trying for here. Got another bit of ASMR coming up. Cognitive dissonance is right. You can't see it, but you can hear it. It's nice. Beautiful sounds, the soundscape of the bog. How you have her? Thank you very much for the tip there. Very kind of you, how you have her. And Owen Morg, thank you very much. We want to be able to blast your screen with pure bovinity. So we're hoping to get it going very, very soonly. If you've just tuned in there, Owen Morg or Heather, we're hoping to get pure unadulterated cow on screen. Letterbox frame, maybe. If we can do that, we might just have to deal with the 720 and the fucking 16:9 aspect ratio. Don't blame it on the bog, Ben. Don't blame it on Kavanagh. Don't make it on the office. Blame it on the buggy. Don't blame it on the grass-fed. Don't blame it on the bovine. Don't blame it on the red berry. Blame it on the monkey. Don't blame it on the bourine. Don't blame it on the grey sky. Don't blame it on the green ditch. Blame it on the Tommy. Don't blame it on anything. Don't blame it on the big trees. Get that tree on the big screen. Now you're dealing with the Tommy. Beef nuts. Pure and utter chonage. Watch out for the AI, hey. Watch out for the AI. Blame it on the boggy. Don't blame it on the goose fat. Don't blame it on the jumping jack. I'll be back, just like Arnie. Lovely sound there of a fucking bird or something. I don't know what that is. It's a new one. There's a few chickens around here as well. Miniature hens. And chickens. We might hear something out of them. We won't. Massive cockerel as well. Lovely sound. It's a lovely sound. Don't blame it on the goose step. Blame it on the Nazis. Because they still do goose stepping in different places. That's not a fucking Nazi original. I seen the lads over in they love to do a great big massive goose step. And I seen also there that Putin and fucking Xi Jinping and fucking the other lad from the north, what's his face? Fucking forget his name now, but they were all meeting up the lash in China sup. It seems like they're all together on their own little block, Kim Jong-un. But you'd have to wonder, what the fuck are the States playing at, thinking that Taiwan is going to be protected and all that sort of stuff. I'm not getting involved, I'm not going to show my hand. But if you look at the stats, the way the Chinese Navy is actually going to overtake and surpass the Yanks, if not already, then soon enough, pretty fucking soonly, then they'd want to cop on, because what happened to just playing ball? Do you know? Let's play ball with everyone and not try and fucking start something going off over there. I remember they sent that one, California one. She does all the insider trading with the husband, makes a lot of money. They sent her over to Taiwan in front of the Chinese, a real FU to the Chinese. You must be thinking, what the fuck are they thinking is going on? Pelosi. And whatever happened to Bob Creamer? Is he still creaming? Or has he been put to pasture? His cream has been refrigerated. Indefinitely. I wonder, can you freeze cream? I've never done it. But of course you can freeze ice cream, because it's ice cream, so you probably can. The wonder of the fridge freezer. You'd wonder what's next. What's the next invention? Because all the stuff inside the gaff has been taken care of, really. You know, fucking dogs, I was going to say, fucking fridges, freezers, microwaves. You've got smart fridges now, you've got everything, toasters that can talk to you, and voice-activated kettles. I wonder what the next utility job is going to be, the next thing that's going to help you around the house. Obviously, robots are on the horizon. I just wouldn't like the idea of one of those lads fucking milling around the house. Somebody hacking into your internet router and programming it to kill you then, or even fucking just do stuff to you. I wouldn't like that. Automatic heather grower would be great. A little yoke that you could put your heather in that you'd source from a bog legally. Safe, legal heather gatherage, foraging, and then that would grow inside your kitchen. A dryer that folds your clothes. We still rolling here? It must be if you're still chatting away. Tell me about a dryer that'll fold my clothes. That's indicative of a solid stream. The other Jeff, thank you very much. When's the Tommy's greatest hits vinyl out, Tommy? Keep that on the fucking back. Keep that on the QT. We don't want the word getting out about that one. Cryogenics back on the rise. Wouldn't mind a bit of cryogenic action. Just the idea of it. Even if I was to die and then just keep that body frozen for any sort of regeneration scenario in the future. They say it's not possible, because once the neurons and the synapses have lost their fucking... It needs to be a clean... You can't have a clean break of that stuff. Once the blood supply has stopped pumping out blood around the body, and the neurons and synapses and all that nervous system is shut down, you can't jump start it. But I think that you'll never say never, because they could potentially jump start you again, but you'd have to wonder, you probably have brain damage. If they manage to even get any of your organs working and the blood pumping again and have you on a glug, the brain would be well and truly scrambled egg. Because I think that's just one thing you can't fucking back to life. Although you see it in the movies, like they put it, and I'm not sure if that's a scientific fact that'll happen, but I seen it in a film. I seen it in a film, maybe Young Frankenstein, or one of. And I think we've a few cows on the horizon. I just want to get a little bit closer to them than the last ones. They were too far away. We might be able to have something here. Helicopter. Sound is fine now. Okay. Choppy audio, but it's fine now. Black Beauty. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Sonic the Hedgehog. Land dogs. They're looking nice, they're looking mighty, they're looking fine. They're ready to go, these lads. Reservoir bogs. Cardinal O'Flanagan, thank you very much. You say Pelosi has major stock in a company that's in Taiwan. That's why she's going there. She's bad from top to bottom. That's what the Cardinal says. You never know what the hell is going on out there. Lovely stuff. Well, actually, we come back again. I'll up the bitrate on this. We come back again. Just gonna up the bog rate there one more moment. Just gonna up the bog rate there one more moment. How do we do that now? Go into your menu. Menu. System. Nope. Exit. Menu. Network. Stream. This could be a lot. This could be a lot now. Hopefully it's not, but it could be a lot. Stream's gonna get nuked, someone says there. I hope not. Boggy Wonderland, thank you very, very much. Better gorse, wins and fours. And what a lovely, lovely beast. Majestic. You gotta really love that pure, deep, nutritious green grass. that it's getting into itself, into its body. Utter perfection. All black like a Ford Model T. And another gorgeous fringe on it as well. Look at that haircut. He's just back from the barber earlier on, or she, and that's a fantastic lock of hair, forelock, you'd call that. Sensual scenes. And hang on, we've got a little bit of a curiosity cow. The cow of curiosity is making its way over here. How are you getting on? How are you doing? Any scandal? It's crying. He's got... I think I saw a teardrop in its eye.
Twisted.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. Crystal clear cow as well. Maybe we'll even attempt some of these berries here. Not sure if these guys are edible, or even if you're seeing them well on the screen. But it's nice, and it feels great. Just even looking at them feels great. People saying don't eat them, don't worry, I won't be eating them. We'll go because I think these lads are getting a little bit, or she's not too happy, and I'm on the lookout for a lovely brown cow as well. Fucking hell, we're getting... Okay, we'll leave. Sorry. Sorry, lads. Sorry. Bog sentinel. I think that's them telling us to get the hell away. I don't think they like it. Always best just to, when you pick up on that vibe from a cow, don't stay too long. They probably are thinking, this guy's gonna have food for us. And why aren't you giving us food? Fuck off. That's probably what's going on. It's a shame because usually I don't get that kind of reception. I've been out and about before trying to... You can still hear him giving out stink. Fucking hell. I've started something back there. It's not nice. Okay, give it over. There's some lovely lads over there in the distance. Can we get them? They're all talking, no Chan. Fucking hell, they're still pumping out the cow. Yeah, they're having a little look for themselves as well. Lovely colour on them. Tails going 90 miles tails per hour. Lovely stuff. Okay, all right. They are getting vexed. They are getting vexed, but they're okay. Thank you very much there to bovine abuse. Says earlier today, Muirman Tamishlug was detained by local authorities for misgendering a member of the local bovine community. I thought we'd moved beyond this sort of thing, said Clover, who was a great... And there was no aggression in it. Thank you very much, Oh Jesus, and Paul Mishkel for the tip, and Boggy Wonderland. Very kind of you. But look, we don't want to cause any trouble here out in the back of beyond. They're good guys. Back there, they are good, solid guys, and we don't want to cause any shit. But I do like to see a beautiful Frisian, or as I said, a lovely browner. Never a frown when cow is brown. Another one of these pink lads. Look at that. I don't know what you call them. Lovely profile shot there, maybe. It does look a bit tropical, that pink yolk, but I mean, you'd wonder what they are. Maybe they've lost their, whatever they were. They're not that now. Do you know, the same way the gorse loses its yellow bloom and just becomes a big prickly bush. Maybe these pink lads had something else going for them. We've seen a few back at the beginning, and they had what appeared to be some sort of cotton coverage on the lower. Foxglove, is it something? Is it good for the heart or is it bad for the heart? When it reaches the bottom, the summer is over. It's poison. I'm just after touching that stuff. Fuck. Are you sure that pink stuff is foxglove, is it? I've touched that with the bare hand. Fuck that. I suppose it's poisonous if you ate it. I mean, it's okay to touch it, is it? Someone's saying that David is saying it wasn't foxglove. It's not. How do we know? Thank you very much there, Pepsi Scrolls, for the tip. You're in Dublin the next 3 days, what should I do? You're asking the wrong fella here. It's been a long time since I've been down there. You need to ask one of the other lads. I don't know when he'd be back. But if I was going down today, I'd probably just try and get off at O'Connell Bridge, if the bus even stopped there anymore. I don't think it might take you right to Busaras. And then I'd head onto Henry Street, into Jervis Street for a bit of shopping. Maybe the Ilex Centre. And then I think now you can take the Daniel Day-Lewis over to the south side as well, so I try and hop on that. And then I go to St. Stephen's Green Shopping Centre then, and do a bit of shopping there maybe. Depends what you're after. And Grafton Street, then I'd sit in the park, Stephen's Green, have a sandwich and look at the pigeons, and then maybe if you can take that Lewis back to Busaras, that'd be great. I think you can. Oh, I seen there on the news the other day that there's a section that's fucked, and a big gas pipe was on fire for hours. Video of it. It looked insane. How there wasn't an explosion, I don't know how, but it looked furious. And the firefighters, God bless them. The video of it, and they're going into it, and it's almost like you can see a potential fucking explosion about to happen anytime. They must have been absolutely shit. You know, you don't know. It's the unknown. It's the great unknown. that's all. That's the only advice I could give you there, Pepsi Scrolls. I don't know. There might be new modern stuff. Depends what you're after as well. These days I don't have the energy I used to as I did back in the day. So it's always nice to pencil in a few situations where you can sit down and have a sandwich. It's never too busy to have a sandwich and a sit down. And if you're going today, get it done today. What's left of the afternoon, because there could be rain. I actually don't know what's promised for the east of the country, but I know that we're going to be getting a few showers here. That is for certain. Is the music still playing there? Shall I turn it on or turn it off? What you prefer? Because there are a few moments here where we're just breezing around and I'm focusing on the road here and I'm keeping an eye out for cows. But I think you might even just like the sound of nature, because I like it. I think the only thing I need to focus on getting is a screensaver with all the sizzle points from any out and abouts that I've done over the last while, or even since back in Germany. But as I say, that's not. I have no idea what to do with that, with the videos and the computers. That's for the nephew. I need to focus. Oh. Pump uphill now, pump it up! Pump it up! We are good. Some lovely fields out there. No cows on the horizon. We've seen a few anyway. I just feel a little bit bad because I've never had that reaction from bovine. Bovine intervention was what was happening there. Absolute bovinity in the vicinity. You can't account for a cow that might not have a great disposition. When you're standing there too long, it's okay to admire them for a bit, but you can't be looking at them for too long. It's like going to the monkey sanctuary and staring the monkeys in the eye. You're not allowed to look at the monkeys in the eye, because they square up to you. bit of speed. Pumping out the watts here, just trying to get a little bit of speed going. Because we lose momentum up the hill. We're fixed. This is not a fixed bike, because a fixed would mean that the pedals would move when you stop pedaling. But it has only one gear. So it's single gear. Is what you call that, a single gear. Fixed to be another level of pain altogether. Or would it? I like the look, the simplicity and the stripped down nature of the fixie. You got something here. You might have something right here. Total sheep, lads. Absolute sheep. And they are loving it. They are loving it. Look at him. What a legend. Beautiful. You are beautiful. Lovely bit of sheep. Oh yeah, a lovely array. I like when you get a nice little array of sheep like that. And also the ones that have the black sheep of the family, the black head. The white wool and the black head. Double sheep. Where did they come out of? Two-man group. Look at the form on that lad. Lovely structure. Great pose and majestic stance. Yep, we understand. We can hear you. We're listening to you and we're gonna take your orders. They're telling us to step 2. to leave off. Unless we've got food or goodies, this is no place for mere mortals. Lovely lads, nice guys, friendly, amenable sheep. In the bad box tonight with those lads. Oh my god.
Thank you.
It's getting a little. It's getting a little bit X-rated, lads. It's getting X-rated. But isn't that a lovely one right there? White, summoning innocence. Cows in love. We saw you. We know what you're up to. You have a lovely haircut. Beef and heat. That's what you get with grass-fed beef. Absolute machines of the field. I need to be able to rack focus on this bad boy. I can't. Crazy, crazy. We'll see you later, lads. We had to cut that one short. Sorry about that. We had to cut it short. It was getting X-rated. That's not what we're here for. We just wanted to see them eating grass and maybe even say hello to them. We didn't want to see any of that stuff. That's private time for them. So we have to leave that, I'm afraid. Non-playable cows. NPCs. Plight of the Monegasque. I can't read that, but thank you very much for the tip. Plight of the Mongoose. Monegasque. I can't read it. Thank you very much though for the tip. Was that even a bull? It looked like two cows were getting it on. I didn't have that one down as a bull. It didn't look like a bull in my book. But maybe there's that kind of stuff going on. Do you remember Benji, the gay bull from Ballinrobe? He got shipped off to England because he wasn't going to produce the goods. So they shipped him off to England. Google Benji the gay bull. He got sent away because he wasn't like all the rest of the bulls, you know. Twisted. And he was from Ballinrobe, I think. Ballinrobe. Still up and running. We're up and bulling, huh? Getting a bit breezy now, a fair bit breezy. We're patchy, we're getting patchy coverage, I think. Benji was alive and a celebrity in 2019. he had his own film as well. The Benjinator, huh? He knew what he liked, and he liked what he knew. I'm talking about Benji as in past tense. Maybe he's still here. I think that's it for today, folks. For the bullock, for the bulls and the cows. I actually don't think we've seen any bulls. That was 2 cows having a little bit of love time together. But how did the cow, if that was 2 cows, why would the cow get on top of the other one? Because it doesn't have the means to do you know what I mean? It's a different buzz, isn't it? Different cow buzz. Look, many questions. And you don't really see that every day. Maybe you do. But thanks very much for joining us on this little quest. We'll try and venture out a bit further the next time. But thank you very much for joining us. And all the best. And safe out. Sukuba 2017. Thank you very much for the tip. We'll talk to you later, lads. Baby.